us talk business for a change. Namely, the engine status.
Alright.
How much time will it take to refill the water tank from now on?
Around 3 hours if we don't have to clean the filters.
Do we have any spares, just in case?
We do, but not the whole set. Just the rough one.
Is the pump in order now?
Yes, we have fixed it.
A shame. Have we got oil, at least?
Oh, sure. We have enough to get to Vladivostok if need be.
Well, I doubt we'd have to go that far. But at least something is in abundance. The pipes?
As I have told you already, it's high time for an overhaul. Christ and I did our best removing the line buildup, but...
Well, we just can't afford that. Are you finished with all the checks?
looks like it. But let's have another go, just in case.
Yes, that can't hurt. Is the pump in order now?
Yes, we have fixed it.
There was another. How did it go? Ah, here goes.
Oh, Artyomich, another smoke break. Good. This, life thing. Pretty rough, huh? Well, you can't do anything about it. Now, you people in Moscow, you used to live underground. I guess that's why you all look kinda pale. Quite different from my place. I hail from Kadui village. It's near Cherepovets. You heard of it? Yeah, well, no wonder. Our place was the middle of nowhere before the war. There was no point spitting at us, much less wasting bombs. So... it wasn't all that bad at the start. The townsfolk were joking that it was a good thing since their credit slates were all wiped clean. But when the nuclear winter came, they weren't as merry anymore. Didn't used to be that hot even before that, but now... even the fucking thermometers froze. Though I wasn't really educated or anything, I'd always liked science, so I knew the winter would come. The moment the bombs started falling, I knew I had to move south before the snow got too thick. Fixed an old truck, hopped on, never looked back. Didn't even come close to the large cities. Moscow and such, they were the main targets, of course. The villages weren't much better off, though. There was awful shit going on. Atrocities of the kind you don't even want to recall. Yeah, at the time I was getting kinda... unhinged myself. The first winter I spent alone in a lair, like a bear. Took over a grocery shop's underground storage. Food kept well in that cold. And that cold lasted a few years, with frost bouts happening even in the summer. Became impossible to survive alone, so later on I would try to find company for the winters. Some were good people, others were, real assholes. As the years went by, the good people became more of a rarity, you know. And some really nasty animals started appearing too. Near the areas bombed to rubble, the forest turned red. always red. And there emerged those two-headed deer. What? They are real lookers. And they eat, well, they're even worse than they look. There's this mutant nettle that grows on dead bodies and always moves like it's alive. Well, you will know it when you see it. So, that nettle is what they eat. That's how the locals find it. When you see a deer, that means there's a body nearby. The deer just wait for the nettle to grow. Boy, does it grow fast. The locals dry it and smoke it. Oh, those smokes were the roughest I've ever had. No wonder, really. So, I basically ended up going all over the place, almost reached Astrakhan. The winters there were a bit better, but that place had problems of its own. I mean, the local bandits have been capturing people running from the cold, selling them further south. I had to run in with them too. I had to present my truck to one asshole there. Though soon I fixed this rail car and started trading stuff, earning some cash, masquerading as a bandit not to stand out too much. But let me tell you, watching the things they did was too tough. So, as soon as the sky cleared and winter receded, I decided to move east, since there's a lot of space there, not as many people. And on my way there, I got stopped by Silantius and his cult, and... That's how it goes, bratucha. That's my story. Life sure is interesting.
So, what was it? The Colonel is always right, and we're just filling our heads with dumb ideas. Do you think that when we come back to Metro, they will believe us? They, who live there, bury their folks there, feed their children with rat meat. I agree with Father when he says it was the only way to preserve civilization. It's like living in a fairy tale. But what do you think they will find easier to believe? That they'd be able to get out to the surface and live there like they once did? A prince has rescued his princess from a monster-infested dungeon and is taking her to his magic kingdom where they are going to live happily ever after. Do you think we're going to find that kingdom in the end? Though, if it's with you, I'll be fine anywhere. Live happily ever after is the most important part as far as I'm concerned. All right, I'll stop going on. Time to go. Okay, let me get up.
Here's one of my favorites.
How much time will it take to refill the water tank from now on?
Back for some more intellectual labor? Well, by all means, be my guest. I've been thinking here. How did Silantius manage to fool his people so quickly and so thoroughly? Charisma? Animal magnetism? Something in that fate of his? It is a well-known phenomenon, actually. As soon as hard times hit, people's ability to think rationally shuts down. When there's danger, or lack of food, an animal wakes up inside any Homo sapien. That animal, usually safely dormant, rears its head again. And what does that animal need? Not much. A pack, a leader, some food, and an enemy. The animal does not respect complex categories. It prefers a simple, black and white world with no shades of gray. This fact, by the way, was always appreciated by the powers that be. As soon as democracy seems to be leaning in a way they did not like, bam! They start a war. Or go witch hunting. If you make people feel threatened, they immediately go looking for a strong leader. They're even ready to eat less, only to alleviate the threat. Do you think Silantius, had he not introduced that fate of his, would have stayed in power for long? Of course not. Power needs ideology or religion. They are essentially the same thing. And usually, people don't even want to figure things out. They just want to get rid of anxiety, born from the complete and utter purposelessness of their existence. They also want an easily understandable goal, which they could single-mindedly pursue all their lives to their minds of thoughts of impending death. People are simple creatures. Are you familiar with the philosophical concept of Wu Wei? It's effortless action from Taoism. We do well to adopt it. Of course, it doesn't mean we shouldn't make any effort at all. Giving people a hand, doing a good deed is never bad. But changing the world order in accordance to our subjective morality? Are we gods or what? See, he had this operative hunter. Although a Kantian, even though he probably didn't know it himself, he did put one thing right. The job of macrophage is to fight threats. But that's what we did back home. And when we fight, from the locals' point of view, we strangers are such a threat. And shouldn't be surprised when we catch the attention of their macrophages. I might be overthinking this, of course. Sometimes the simplest solution really is the best. Sometimes. So anyway, next time, of course, do your thing. But remember that I warned you. Warm enough? All right, let me take it from here.
Around 3 hours if we don't have to clean the filters.
Do we have any spares, just in case?
We do, but not the whole set, just the rough one.
A shame. Have we got oil at least?
Toast.
We are approaching the Yamantau bunker, the final destination of our long journey. Direct radio contact with the bunker has completely dissolved Miller's resentment towards me for destroying our previous lives. He is eagerly anticipating the meeting with the Minister of Defense he was promised. Probably such things are important for a career officer. The people, though, are less interested. They are asking important questions. Where are the occupying forces? Why is there just wilderness and people gone wild around? What's stopping the government from restoring the country? What was being done in the last 20 years? Miller believes that we'll get all the answers. He will be pardoned, as well as Anna and I. And we will all return home to the Metro.
Railcar, what's going on ahead? Over.
Everything's abandoned, but the truck is okay. Over.
Roger that. Don't go too fast, and watch out for radiation. Over.
Roger that.
I still can't believe this. We're there. Do you get this? We're finally there. This has been our goal, not for weeks or months, but for 20 years. My whole life. And it was not spent in vain. Now I know it for a fact.
Mama, look. Are we going to live here now?
I don't know. Why?
I don't like this place. It's creepy.
Shh. Don't say that.
Robert, Colonel. It's getting really hot out here.
Everyone, masks on. Passengers, get inside and button up tight.
Yes, of course. Come on, Nastya.
Change of plans. We're taking the rail car from here. Wait for Artyom and me.
How about me? You've been dreaming to get here for so long, and are now leaving me behind? Am I your daughter or not?
All right, come with us. Or else I'll never hear the end of it.
A wise decision.
Yermak, stop the engine. Take the Aurora back to the safe zone and sit tight there.
We do that right now.
Stepan, you're in charge while I'm away. Sir, yes, sir. Great. Let's go.
Damn, we've been pounding this place. Worse than Moscow. Yeah, looks like it. See that crater? Wonder what the yield was on that one. Looks like 100 to me. A lot. Your guys used to have 3 and 500 ones too. Well, even 100 seems to have done okay.
Colonel, Yermak here. We're in the safe zone. Radiation nominal. Waiting for your return. Over.
Good. Miller, over and out.
Look at all those cars. Artyom was right. People were coming here from all over the country.
Yes, they were. Nobody came from Moscow, though. Until now.
So much time wasted.
We'll make up for that now. Well, we're almost there.
Oh, no. This is a bad place. Now, we shouldn't have come here. Really?
Okay, so where's my welcoming committee and red carpet? I don't get this.
Oh, see? Nobody home. How about we go back, huh? Like,
look.
Identify yourself.
Colonel Miller, here to report to the Minister of Defense.
And where are your people, Colonel?
With the train.
It's dangerous outside. Contact them and tell them to take the train into the main airlock for decontamination. Welcome to the Ark, Colonel. Proceed through the tunnel and take the elevator. You'll be met inside.
See? We're expected.
I never liked going underground, but this place, man, this is completely creeping me out.
Why is it so deserted here? No gun emplacements, no patrols, not even lookouts.
Why would they need any of that? A nuclear warhead couldn't take it out. Sam, idiot. You know what? There's no need for us all to crowd the government. So you two better stay with Crest.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Did you at least prepare a speech? Reporting to the minister is no joke.
Ah, get off my case. I pulled an all-nighter.
Don't you feel like you should say something to Artyom now?
Yes. You were right, Artyom. And I was wrong. Thanks for not giving up. Here goes nothing! Comrade Minister, Commander of the Joint Special Operations Forces, Squadron of the City of Moscow, Colonel Miller, reporting. I would like to request that my people are provided with temporary quarters and supplies, as there are women and children among us. Still, our fighters are in top shape and ready for action.
Women and children? Good. Haven't had those in a while.
Who are you? am I? Where are the others?
Everything is going as planned. Everyone is fine. So far.
So far, I demand a meeting with the Minister of Defense now!
Do not worry. Everything will be just fine. And even better. The Minister and the Chief himself are expecting you for dinner.